The show stating what others hate. Seeking the truth and transparency here on Patriot View
at 1A Independent News.
With your host, Bear Direct.
Well, what's going on, Patriots? So, oh my goodness. It's... this has just gotten to be way out of control. The level of let's go after somebody without a complaint. It's like you're investigating without a complaint. What prompts you to investigate something? Federal government, state government, local government, whatever. Question. This is our freedoms at stake here. This is the ethics of our system as we know it. Okay? This is why one of the reasons why we exist. Why other people like myself exist. Whether you view, share, encourage others to like and share, to view it. At some point, if you viewed and didn't share it with others, something's going to come up and you're going to be like, whoa, the guy I thought was an idiot's freaking right. I've been actually proven right on many occasions. I've said something. I've given my opinion on what the outcome would be or what a reaction or action would be. And it might be weeks or a couple months, but it's happened. It's come to fruition and it's happened. No, I don't have a crystal ball. No, I can't see into the future. No, I don't have a magical power, but I can read between the lines. That I can do. I can read situations. You don't have to have a crystal ball to just see what is going on. And based on repetitiveness, know what the reaction is going to be. But not everybody pays attention to things like that. But now, we see all the stuff going on that's been going on. Liberal movements that, they can get away with just about saying or doing whatever they want. The government's moves to bring investigations without a complainant. Listen, we've seen this with Donald Trump. We are now finding out that with these investigations, the fraud investigations, the banking fraud investigations, the insurance fraud investigations, there was no complainant. Excuse me. There was no complainant. Where has it been? Now, this is how you're going to prove, because now you've got, I agree with some of the commentators, because I said the same thing last week. You're setting up, now these commentators are supposed to be professionals in their fields, right? They're on network news as a commentator. And they've said the same thing, basically, that I said last week. This is setting up for the appeal for Donald Trump. These are the setups for appeals. And when it comes to New York, everything, I'm telling you, right now, as it looks, everything, because everything is basically what's going on with New York? So, ooh. Jack Smith really wants Trump. Letitia James really wants Trump. This DA in Georgia really wants Trump. Notice all liberals, right? Now, Alvin Bragg, Letitia James, they have been captured on either audio or video or both, claiming that they will take, listen, this is paraphrased, but this is what they've said. They will take Donald Trump down by whatever means. That is their goal, is to end Donald Trump. Letitia James, at those hearings, New York State Attorney General, wasting taxpayer dollars, not doing her job. That ain't her job to be in those hearings in New York City. She's got other responsibilities and duties to the taxpayers in New York to not be wasting their money so she can personally sit in the front row and watch the trial and smirk and comment. This is getting to the point where even Democrats are starting to question it. How do you know when you push the product too much when nobody buying it? They have pushed a product. The product of Donald Trump did something wrong, and we're going to stop the evil orange man, the bad orange man. We're going to stop him. They pushed that narrative so hard that now even Democrats are starting to notice what's, see behind the facade and go, wait a minute. This is not the bill of goods you were selling the people to make us hate him. Again, there is no complaining. How could this no complaining just blow the lid off everything else? It's credibility to the Democrats, to the prosecutors. That's why. Listen, they need a full conviction for Donald Trump. Listen, it's a civil case. But they need it. They need it not to get overturned. Listen. They have the Trump defense has everything they need now for a full appeal and to have everything overturned. No two ways about it. They literally have everything they need. Whether anybody wants to believe it or not. The Democrats definitely don't want to believe it. Or, I don't want to say Democrats. Let me fix that. Let me rephrase that. The liberals that want Trump taken down. The liberals that want Trump taken down don't want to believe that. They want to spin a different narrative. They want to spin a narrative that that Trump's gonna be convicted, he's never getting out of this, and he's never gonna be president again. Well, that's their narrative that they want. Listen, even if Joe Biden or even if Donald Trump can't run, they miraculously somehow managed to get it so he can't run for president. Even Nikki Haley is shown now in polls to surpass the Joe Biden if they went head to head, the two of them. If she was the candidate, the GOP candidate. Polls have her, Nikki Haley, beating Joe Biden. Even Democrats don't want Joe Biden now. There's Democrats that would rather vote for Donald Trump after seeing some of the stuff, the political stunts that are going on, than to vote for Joe Biden. Because, yet again, the Biden DOJ has been going after Trump. Well, what about the stuff that's going on with Hunter? They got no choice. Excuse me. They got no choice is the thing on that one. They have literally gotten so much negative press about this stuff with Trump that they've got no choice but to try to prove, give it the persona of it's not one-sided. They have to go after Biden, after Hunter. But it ain't the Democrats that are going after Hunter. It's the Republicans. And yeah, you're going to have some Democrats in there that are asking for the same thing. Why? One, they're smarter than the rest of their partners and realize that they really need this. Some of them actually may be on the side of truth and transparency and say, hey, listen, you know what? We see some things here that we weren't given before. So, yeah, this is not good. Who knows? For those that haven't already seen and heard anything about this, what the banner is for the day today. Meathead Movers. Honestly, I'd never heard of them before today, but I did some research. I was up early. I did some research. They hire anybody that can physically demonstrate that they can physically meet the demands of the job. Okay? Again, a lawsuit brought with no complainant. Equal Employment Office, the EEO, as whatever the Equal Opportunity Employment Service, okay, however they want to say it. That's in the description on the header or the thumb. It baffles me to no end that I'm trying to figure out why this agency, and they're trying to get a lot of money from this guy, from this company. Okay? I'm trying to get a lot of money from this company. Well, he goes, there's no complainant. There's no complainant. We have here, this opens up the door. If they get their way, this opens up the door for them to go after just about anybody. Listen. I've worked for companies that require a physical. Okay? A physical to get the job. Truck drivers have to pass a physical to maintain their DOT status, right? In some instances, they may be required to. When I had to have a DOT physical because the trucks were DOT registered. Okay. 2, that physical served as another. It was served as you had a physical, so you pass, you meet the requirements for the DOT component, so you meet the requirements for our component. Okay. Unions. I've been a member of the union. I had to pass a physical requirement and a physical test, not just, having a physical, but I had to pass a physical test. Lifting, weight, a list of activities that I had to meet certain requirements to be able to accomplish those daily tasks. So you're opening the door. What's this got to do with moving? Because sometimes when you're older, once you pass 30, you start going downhill, man. You hit 40, you're on a downward spiral. You hit 50, well, hoping the Centrum Silver kicks in. We're ready for Geritol. We're ready for, Ensure milkshakes. It's just fact of nature, man. Younger folk are more physically able to handle the stresses of what moving companies require. Okay, in many instances they're strong, so this company hires athletes for a lot of their part-time work. Why? Because they're strong. They're athletes. I'd like to think an athlete is strong, has some strength, has some stamina and endurance. Sure. So, they're suing this meathead movers for discriminating, for employment discrimination. But again, based on what? What are they basing it? What are they basing this discrimination on? Okay? Because again, there is no complainant. For the work, there is no work complainant saying, I was discriminated against because of my age. There is no complainants. Period. They took it upon themselves, for whatever reason, to go after these guys. Could they possibly be, could this possibly be politically motivated? God, sure, I guess it could be. The CEO and founder, he during an interview that he did, they didn't mention it. Wasn't asked. He didn't offer it. He just I'm totally baffled. There's no complaint. I don't get it. Anybody that can demonstrate that they can do the job can have the job. Don't matter how old you are. So why are they going after him? Now, I did some research. I love to see reviews. I noticed. Did you look at the Better Business Bureau? This year, there's a bunch of negative reviews. Targeting. I mean, literally, these are targeting the company. You can read the reviews. They are targets. They're targeting. And you already said it. Yeah, I know I'm saying it again. I'm trying to emphasize it. If you read them, you can see they are targeting specific targets. Targeting the company. And they're pretty much the same. I don't accept the answer. I don't accept their offers. I don't this, I don't that, the company. Okay, they have a contract, they have a process, they have things they do. And you sign a contract, it's written in the contract. And apparently it's itemized what they're taking. Things of that nature. Breakables, extreme breakables. TVs, things like that. You got to sign a waiver. You got to sign a waiver. A release from liability. I think that's smart. But they're coming up with all kinds of stuff in the companies. Tried to please the people, okay? And they're just not having it. Now, these several complaints on BBC or Better Business Bureau, okay? When I'm reading them, they look like targeted attacks. Deliberate, okay? Well, how could you have a deliberate attack if, and like they know and come back and say that, oh, they're not actually real customers? I didn't say that they weren't real customers. I said deliberate attacks. I will never rule out the possibility of paid actors. Because if you look at the timeline of the complaint, what the Fed is trying to do to this company, and the timeline of these complaints, it is not, I don't find it to be coincidental. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I do not find it to be coincidental. So you can take it as you will. Now, I've looked up other independent reviews outside the BBC, or I just want to say BBC, the Better Business Bureau, BBB, and those independent reviewing sites actually sing a different tune. Actually praise now. Some may question, going, well, what's the difference between, what would it make a difference between them complaining on the Better Business Bureau and other independent reviewing sites? Because a lot of people, when they go to possibly use a company, they look at the Better Business Bureau. A lot of people will look up Better Business Bureau complaints on a company before they hire them. That's why. Drop the feed, don't know when. Hopefully we got everything. I'm not going to go back and try to redo it. Hopefully it all saves and hangs out for us. If it does, then it'll end up on our website, but if not, then yes, you're only going to be able to see it if you're viewing from TruthX or Facebook, or if you click here on the website and you click the Rumble link. Listen, everything's on Rumble. Everything links back to Rumble. Like, share, subscribe, follow, whatever's there on Rumble. Support us on Rumble. Do the same thing, then turn around and do the same thing on the platform that you click the link from, to help draw more people and encourage them to do the same thing. We want everybody over on Rumble. Lots of great content over on Rumble. Also, you can support our website. If you want to go to our website, we're working on some stuff. If you got something you want, an opinion piece you want us to take a look at and put up, possibly, excuse me, you can send that to contact@patriotview1a.com. That's contact@patriotview1a.com. Put your name, pseudonym, state, town, whatever, like, you know, Star Master at Boise, Idaho, or Sue Ellen from Winter Garden, Florida. You know, something like that. You could use either one. Give us something. We want you to get credit for the content, and we don't want the credit for your content. We're going to make sure that it's at least reasonable and can be backed with some fact. I get it. It's an opinion piece, but let's make sure that we can get something behind it so it's credible. The website, patriotview1aindependent.com. That's patriotview1aindependent.com. On the homepage at the bottom, you can be a contributor if you want. We have no sponsors. It's totally up to you. Top there's of all of our web pages on our website, there's gift boxes that goes right to our hosting, to our provider. Helps with our hosting. At some point, we'd like to be able to add a community forum board, but you know, we'll hit that bridge when we get there. Once we have the funds to do it. So, again, if you've got something you want to add, I definitely think, like this meathead, this crap going on with this meathead movie. I think some of the bunch of the negative reviews on the Better Business Bureau are connected with this whole age discrimination or discrimination, unsolicited discrimination lawsuit from the Equal Opportunity Employer thing, from the legal arm of the government for that. Like I said, again, why are they actually going on? There's no complaint. Why? You just opened an investigation and started suing a company with no basis, no fact, no complaint. So they hire young people. Maybe older people aren't applying for the job. Come on, man. Seriously. That's like going after Donald Trump with no complaining. Banks are saying they love them. We'll give them more money. We like working with them. We'll give them more money. Again, with no facts. They think they've got it. Democrats, they've got them. They've really got no facts. The banks are just, this is not good for them, and they just don't get it. But that's okay. So, all right, guys, if you've got something, let us know. Something you want to add, something we missed, you can hit it in the comments. You can email contact@patriotview1a.com. That's contact@patriotview1a.com. Again, you can just let us know. Also, you can go to our website. You can support us on the website also. patriotview1aindependent.com. That's patriotview1aindependent.com. And as always, till next time, stay frosty, my friends.